Is the search for a tinnitus cure all just a big lie? I know, it's a huge question, and it might sound a bit like a conspiracy theory. But stick with me for a few minutes because if you're like me, living with this constant noise, you've probably asked yourself the same thing. For those who don't know, tinnitus is that relentless ringing, buzzing, hissing, or static sound in your ears or head that nobody else can hear. It's not just a minor annoyance, it can be completely debilitating. It robs you of your sleep, your concentration, and your peace. Life starts to feel like a blurry daze. You can't focus on work, you can't enjoy a quiet moment, and you start avoiding social situations because the noise just gets worse. You feel isolated, misunderstood, and desperate. You go to doctor after doctor, hoping for a solution. First, the family doctor. Then the ear, nose, and throat specialist. Maybe a hearing specialist, a neurologist, even a maxillofacial expert or a chiropractor. You try acupuncturists, you read about every new therapy. And what do they all tell you? We're sorry. There's no cure. You just have to learn to live with it. That phrase is a gut punch. You leave their offices feeling more hopeless than when you walked in. Thousands of dollars spent, countless hours wasted, and the sound is still there, louder than ever. They offer you coping mechanisms, not cures. Sound generators to mask the noise, as if you can just cover up a fire alarm with a little background music. They suggest counseling, cognitive behavioral therapy, or tinnitus retraining therapy. These are designed to help you tolerate the suffering, not end it. They might give you medications for anxiety or depression, which are often side effects of the tinnitus itself, but they don't touch the root cause. You're given tools to manage a life sentence, not a pardon. You're still trapped in your own head with a sound that never stops, 24/7. It's a nightmare you can't wake up from. And this is where my skepticism really kicks in. Let's think about the economics of tinnitus. It's a massive industry. Millions of people around the world are suffering. Think about all the specialists I just mentioned. Their schedules are filled with tinnitus patients. Think about the hearing aid companies that sell devices with built-in masking features. Think about the pharmaceutical companies researching and selling drugs for related symptoms. Think about the therapists, the alternative medicine practitioners, the online courses, the sound therapy apps. It's a multi-billion-dollar market built entirely on our suffering. Now imagine a cure was found. A single, cheap pill. One pill that could silence the noise for millions. What would happen to that entire industry overnight? Poof, gone. All those businesses, all those specialists who depend on a steady stream of tinnitus patients, their revenue would plummet. Many would go out of business. It's a harsh thought, but from a purely financial perspective, a cure is a disaster for the tinnitus industry. Our suffering is, quite literally, their business model. This leads me to the most cynical part of my theory. We hear promises all the time. The government, research institutions, and big pharma companies all claim they're working hard on a cure. They publish studies, announce breakthroughs, and give us these little breadcrumbs of hope. A cure is just 5 to 10 years away, they've been saying for decades. They feed us this narrative to keep us compliant, to keep us hoping, and to keep us spending money on their temporary solutions. They need us to believe a cure is coming so we don't give up entirely. This hope keeps us alive and it keeps their industry alive. They know that without hope, people can fall into a very dark place. The mental toll of chronic tinnitus is immense. Contemplating whether life is worth living with this constant torture is a real and terrifying reality for many. So they give us just enough hope to keep us going, to keep us hanging on for that magical someday. It's a calculated strategy, in my opinion. They don't want to lose their customer base. Am I saying every single doctor or researcher is in on this? No, of course not. I'm sure there are many well-intentioned people who genuinely want to help. But they are operating within a system, a massive medical industrial complex that is financially disincentivized from finding a simple, affordable cure. The big decisions, the funding, the direction of research, that's controlled by corporations and institutions, that have a vested interest in maintaining the status quo. They profit from our condition, not from our recovery. So when I see another headline about a promising new treatment, I can't help but feel a deep sense of distrust. I think about the money. I think about the businesses that would crumble. And I think about the lies we're told to keep us on the hook. If I'm wrong, and one day a cure does arrive, I will be the first to celebrate. I will shout from the rooftops that they finally cared more about our well-being than their bottom line. But until that day comes, my mind is made up. I don't believe a cure is coming anytime soon, not because it's impossible, but because it's not profitable. The so-called search for a cure feels more like a carefully managed marketing campaign than a genuine effort. They aren't trying to help us. They are trying to manage us as a long-term revenue source. And that is the most deafening truth of all. Thanks for listening. And if you feel the same way I feel, just know you are not alone.